Welcome back to Empowered Spirit Healing. It is currently the Easter weekend, so I wish you all a happy Easter, and I hope everyone is having a lovely break and spending some time with family and friends. I've been able to catch up with some family, which has been lovely. And then I'm just currently kid-free this morning, so I thought it's a great opportunity to continue on with episode 7 of The Golden Future. So we finished the first two parts of this book. So if you remember in the very first section, we were talking about what's been happening on Earth right now and a little bit of a timeline of what we're going to be going through, which basically, big changes started to happen around 2012 and up to 2023. And then so many more big changes are going to be happening from 2023 up to 2032. And then the next really big timeline kind of transition will be in 2050. So basically, we're just going to be seeing more and more dramatic changes in the world. And, I think so many of us really are seeing these changes happen. People that have kind of been awake to what's going on in the world for a really, really long time, I can imagine how frustrating it must be. And it must feel like things are going really slowly. But I do feel like we definitely had, lots of people woke up in 2020, and we have seen some really big changes happening in the world. So much has been exposed about so many of the atrocities that have been going on in the world. For me, I even woke up a lot in 2020 when we were put into lockdown. That just straight away, I just knew something wasn't right. And I wanted answers. I wanted to understand what was going on. And so that just took me down a big rabbit hole. Prior to that, I kind of was a little bit awake about some things, but not really. I mean, my older brother has been awake for a long time, and he has been telling me lots of things. He's been teaching me lots of things over the years. But when he was trying to teach me some things I just wasn't quite ready to hear yet. I was a young mum and I had young children, and I was, in survival mode. And it wasn't really quite what I was ready to deep dive into at the time. But when 2020 happened, I was just kind of like, yeah, there's something else going on here. It's not normal for the whole world to be locked down over, a cold, basically. Which, it's been proven to be. It's just a different strand of a cold, and we get them all the time. So basically, I mean, prior to that, I kind of was always a little bit awake to the food and health industry, because as a teenager, I was quite obsessed with my weight and what I was eating and exercising and things like that. And I didn't exactly have the healthiest relationship with my body. So that was a bit of a challenging time for me, but I read a lot of books about dieting, and I was always kind of looking for natural ways to heal our body. And I feel like that's kind of what started me on my journey to get to where I am now. So I was kind of already quite suspicious of a few things and not completely trusting of the government and things like that. So then when 2020 happened, it was just kind of like, yeah. And I was kind of ready to go down that rabbit hole. And I think a lot of people, have gone through something similar. It was a big wake up for people, and I feel like it needed to happen. And even Diana Cooper explains in this book that I feel like we really needed COVID to happen. We needed, so Diana Cooper explains, if you listen to the first few episodes, that it's a way for quite a few people to opt out. And a lot of people, their souls chose that, and they wanted, that's the path that they chose. And I don't think, there's nothing wrong with that. We all have different reasons for being here. We have different reasons for wanting to be here at this time. I believe some of us really want to ascend, and some of us play different roles, and we've chosen to do that. And whatever we've chosen to do is perfect. Whatever we want to play in this life is perfect. I just don't feel like it's fair to go around judging people because they might not be awake to the things that you're awake to, or might not be into the healing things that you might be into. I created this channel because I want to help empower people. I want the people that are interested and want to learn and want to find other ways to heal their bodies and their minds and their spirits. And I want to provide that for people. But for people that aren't interested, I don't talk to them about it. I don't push this on anyone that is not interested, because we all have free will. Everyone has their own life to live, and it's their choice whether they want to do healing work or not. It's not for everyone. And I mean, yeah, I feel like we all just come here with our own challenges that we need to work on, and we don't understand we don't always know on a soul level why we might choose certain things. And I really actually believe that certain souls, like, if the whole point of coming to Earth is to experience polarity, if we don't have some lives where we play the bad person, if we don't have lives where we play the person that does bad things, then how are we going to experience polarity? How are we going to experience everything and learn? It's kind of like, you can't just come here and just play the good person all the time. You can't just come here and play the same role all the time, because how is your growth going to happen? You need to experience different things. And I think it's just so easy. Sometimes people that get into the healing world or say that they're awake or whatever can get a little bit of an ego going on and thinking that they know things that other people don't know. So therefore they're more special or they're more important. And I just don't feel that way at all. I feel like we really need the people that are playing the bad role. We need the elites. We need the people that don't want to wake up, the people that, just go around and just live every single day lives kind of like a robot. Maybe they're an NPC, but we need them, because if we don't have them, we have nothing to experience against. It's like we need day and night. If we don't have the nighttime, how can we appreciate the light in the day? If we don't have the daytime, then how can we appreciate the beauty of the night, the moon, the stars, the peace and the quiet that comes with the dark? There's so much beauty in the darkness as well as the light. It is in the darkness that we can find our shadow selves. We can find the parts of ourselves that we don't like, that we don't love, that we have rejected. And those parts of ourselves are so important. On the Esoteric Academy, I created a meditation that takes you through finding the different parts of yourself, the lost parts of yourself. And you can practice this at any time. You can just close your eyes, connect to Source, connect to Mother Earth, and just bring back the lost parts of yourself. Because I feel that the more lost parts we have that we have not claimed, we have not brought back into ourselves and helped to make ourselves whole, those lost parts are running around like they're bits of fear and anger and shame and parts of us that we don't like and we've rejected, and parts of us that have been, when we were as a child and we went through a scary experience, and then that part has detached and it's gone out there in the world somewhere and it's causing havoc. So it's part of our responsibility to own that and to bring that back in. But like I was just saying, not everyone's going to do that. Not everyone is interested in doing healing work. Not everybody. This channel is for the people that want to do that work and want to learn more. And there are people out there that don't want to, and that's fine. That's okay. We don't need to judge them because we don't know what important role they're playing. It's often like us, so many people. One thing I loved about Wayne Dyer, for example, because so many people have gone through traumatic experiences and had parents that have been challenging. And Wayne Dyer shares a beautiful story about how his dad just abandoned him when he was, I think he was around 2 years old, and he was left to look after like a little baby brother, and I think he had an older brother or something like that. His mum was at work, and the dad just took off, just abandoned them and left these little kids all by themselves. They're not even old enough to take care of themselves. It's just ridiculous. He left them uncared for. And he never saw his dad again. And it took years and years and years to find him. And I believe he was in his mid-30s when he finally found his dad. And his dad was in a cemetery. His dad had passed away and moved on. And he went through, he went to the cemetery and visited him, and he was so angry and he had so much going on. And, he had a big moment, and he, screamed and yelled and cried and whatever. But after that moment, he got his shit together. He stopped smoking, he stopped drinking. I think he was smoking, but he was definitely drinking, and he started running, and he started writing his self-help books. And I mean, I don't know if you've heard of Wayne Dyer before or not, but he is one of my most favorite authors of all time. His books helped me through a really difficult time in my life, and he's touched so many people's lives. And you know what? If he didn't have that dad that played that role and caused all that pain and that struggle and that suffering, would he have become the person that he became? I don't know, because the problem is, it's not a problem. The thing is, with humans, a lot of the time, there are some rare people that are just very motivated and make changes anyway. But the majority of us, we don't make change until we feel pain, until we experience pain. And it's true for me. I mean, I've had to experience pain before until I make a big change. And, and that's what we need. So we need these people in our lives that cause us pain and that we might hate and have so much anger towards them. But man, they're a blessing. Like even with my mum and dad, my parents are very emotionally unavailable people. They have a lot of issues. But if I didn't have them, and if they had been the perfect ideal parents and they had given me everything I needed so that I felt loved and supported, then I would never have, I don't think I would have had the desire to go on the healing journey that I would have gone through. I might not have suffered with depression and anxiety. I might not have wanted to be where I am today. And I'm grateful for all of that. I'm grateful for all of the challenges and experiences I've gone through, because it's made me who I am today. And the more healing work I've done on myself, the more I like myself and I like who I am now. I mean, man, a couple of years ago, even 6 months ago, there is no way I would have gone on YouTube. I was so self-conscious. There is no way I would have shared myself like this on YouTube. But I just keep working on myself. And I also kind of thought, well, I do have some knowledge to share with people because I've been learning this stuff for so long, and I've done different courses and I've done different things. And so I just kind of got to the point, well, it was kind of more like a nagging voice at me, just constantly just saying, you need to start this, you need to start this, stop procrastinating, just start healing, start working, start doing things. And so I finally got the courage to start. And I'm so grateful to everybody that has subscribed to me so far and supported my channel. And it really means the world to me. And I will stop rambling now, but I don't know, I just felt like the urge to share with people that we don't need to judge the people that are bad in our lives, because I don't think they're really bad. I feel like, yeah, they're not playing a nice role, but we need them because they're the ones that inspire us to change. They show us the other side of polarity. They show us what we don't want to be and what we don't want to be like. And we need to see that, because if we don't see that, then we don't know. But anyways, I was talking about what we've covered so far. So in the first section, it was about, the journey going into the golden future and a bit of a timeline. Then in part two, it's talking about the transformation and life in the golden age. And we went through what it's going to be like, what the houses are going to be like, the golden cities that are going to be created, animals, which animals are going to stay with us. And some animals and some species are going to depart from the earth and move on to other planets. And that's fine too. It's a bit sad, but it's fine as well. We talked about education, and we talked about the law and politics, home life, health and healing centers. We talked about a lot, and the gifts and talents and things that we're going to have. So now we are up to part three, and part three is all about preparing for the fifth dimension. And that is something that I really, really love is learning about how we can prepare ourselves to move to a higher vibration. And that's part of that journey, is doing healing work. So I'm excited to share with you what Diana Cooper has to say about all of it. So we're going to start with chapter 24, which is your spiritual foundation for higher ascension. So let's get stuck into it now that I finished rambling. So we humans have the power to make the transition to this wondrous future slow and painful for ourselves, or to bring it about quickly and easily. It is entirely up to every single one of us. And I completely agree. And the way to speed it up is to have knowledge. Knowledge is so important and powerful. So reading this book is a very big help. In this part, I am sharing the lessons you need to understand, experience, or master in each chamber of each chakra in order to prepare not only for the golden future, but for higher ascension into the upper levels of the fifth dimension. I suggest you read these carefully, or rather listen carefully. For when you explore them, you may choose to pursue different activities in your life. Just talking or thinking of the lessons of these spiritual centers with focus and higher intent often allows the chambers to open and awaken. The vibration of your thoughts or words may be enough to shift any energy that needs to be dissolved. Also, as you pay attention to each chamber, the archangel in charge of that chakra may switch on the light in that particular room. As you read the lessons, ask for anything you need to experience or understand to be presented to you. The lesson or awareness will come to you in a perfect way. If you ask with genuine intent, your soul and your monad will ensure it comes into your life. You may sense that you have opened that door in another incarnation. When you are finally ready to awaken your blazing fifth dimensional chakras, Archangel Metatron will help you with the process. One of his incredible ascension tools is the Metatron Cube, and he can use it as a key to burst open locked doors, then unwind and clear energy stuck behind them. The Metatron Cube can then be activated to fill a chakra with light of a higher frequency than it has ever experienced before. When you have reached a sufficient level of light, even if it is only for a moment, that's the sixth-dimensional chakra column and slip down into your body, and sometimes even the seventh dimensional one. This is because we are now moving to a frequency that is higher than ever before, and those on the higher ascension path are being prepared to light the way for the world. So this is very exciting, and it's really interesting because prior to reading this book, I didn't really know that we had different chambers in our chakras. I just assumed that the chakra was just one kind of ball or wheel of energy. So it's very interesting. And so in moving forward, Diana Cooper explains how to activate the different chambers in our chakras. So starting with the Earth Star Chakra. And in italics, it says, a strong spiritual foundation is as important as the solid underpinning of a skyscraper. You need it to ascend. Your fifth dimensional spiritual foundation is your Earth Star Chakra. It is about 30 centimeters or 12 inches below your feet and is overseen by Archangel Sandalphon. Sorry if I mispronounced that. When it first anchors, it is black and white. Then, as it establishes, it becomes grey, then liquid silver, the colour of the ultimate divine feminine. Silver also reflects Archangel Sandalphon's ninth dimensional light. In italics, it says, your Earth Star Chakra grounds you fully into Gaia and contains your fifth dimensional blueprint. When you are born, your life mission is programmed into it, so it holds your life purpose and your divine potential. Lady Gaia, the great angel in charge of Earth, and our planet itself hold divine feminine energies, so the spiritual foundation that plugs you deep into Earth for your lifetime is feminine. Here lies your Kundalini, your life force. For 10,000 years, the Kundalini of the planet was held in the Gobi Desert by Sanat Kumara, a masculine energy. In 2008, in preparation for the new golden age, the Mayan elders moved it to Archangel Sandalphon's retreat at Lake Athlon in South America. In 2008, in preparation for the Golden Age, the Mayan elders moved it to Archangel Sandalphon's retreat at Lake Athlon, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, in South America. They transformed it by divine alchemy into a feminine energy. This place was chosen to house the Kundalini because South America is connected to the planet Venus, where the divine feminine and pure love essence of this universe is held. This allows our planetary Kundalini to be imbued with love from the cosmic heart. The divine feminine is the route to peace on Earth and also in your personal life. In italics, it says, the Kundalini of the planet is part of the divine feminine blueprint held in your spiritual foundation. Carefully monitored by Archangel Sandalphon, this chakra helps your vibration to rise in tune with the frequency of the planet. Again, in italics, it says, the establishment of this spiritual foundation in as many people as possible is vital so that peace can spread and the masses can ascend into the fifth dimension for the new golden age. Your spiritual foundation is also your doorway to Hollow Earth. the seventh dimensional paradise where Lady Gaia dwells. It is where your invitation from Lady Gaia for this incarnation is held. It is the link between your spiritual self and your earthly self. For it is only when your spiritual self is grounded that your stellar gateway chakra can open. When your Earth Star chakra is established, it guides you to the location where you are meant to be. Planetary and cosmic Earth Star chakras. The Earth Star chakra of our planet is in London. It is almost fully open, but needs a burst of divine feminine light to fully raise its frequency. It is connected to Hollow Earth, where there is a golden crystal pyramid that is seventh dimensional light source. Here, the mighty master, Serapis Bey, holds the connections to every single Earth Star chakra. It is as if he is holding the strings of millions of silver balloons as they are being plugged into the charger, the golden crystal pyramid. When every single Earth Star chakra is established and billions of them glow silver, our planet will truly radiate. That sounds absolutely beautiful. The cosmic Earth Star chakra is Neptune, and the part that has already ascended is called Tutele. Here, the cosmic blueprint for this universe is held, as well as many keys to the full ascension of this universe into the fifth dimension. When your spiritual foundation is fully activated, you can connect to Tutele to access knowledge and wisdom from Lemuria and Atlantis. Establishing your spiritual foundation. Your Earth Star chakra contains 33 lessons or chambers. Some of these you may already have mastered in other incarnations. You may be surprised how simple and natural many of them are. Take the journey now, and as you carefully read through each lesson of each chamber, Archangel Sandalphon will be with you, helping you to heal, light up, activate, or integrate the lesson. Chamber 1. To awaken the first chamber, actively notice and honor what a beautiful and extraordinary planet we live on. Chamber 2. Actively look for the beauty that is everywhere. Appreciate it and enjoy it. Chamber 3. When you walk, be consciously aware that you are giving your energy to the planet, and at the same time you are receiving energy from it. Think about the film Avatar, where the footsteps of the Na'vis light up when they connect lovingly with their planet, Pandora. We have a similar two-way connection with Earth. Chamber 4. Bring light down through your 12 chakras and consciously pour it into Earth. Even better, make your chakras into a column of light that extends into Earth and opens this chamber. Chamber 5. Earth loves you. She wants to give to you, and this chamber opens when you allow yourself to receive her love. Chamber 6. Everything that grows in the earth has a purpose and is a gift. Respect all greenery, whether or not you understand its purpose. If you pull out a weed, do it graciously. Honor the produce of the earth and bless your food so that this chamber opens. Chamber 7. This lesson is learned when you dig in the soil and feel its energy as well as its texture. If you live in an apartment and have no access to the soil, you can plant herbs or plants in pots to get in touch with the earth. Or you may have done this in another life. Chamber 8. Trees are wise sentient beings holding much knowledge as well as serving us in many practical ways. Touch them when you can, notice them and mentally honor them. Chamber 9. Plant trees if you cannot physically do so. Gather acorns or chestnuts or beech or hazelnuts or any other tree fruits and spread them where you can. Chamber 10. Enjoy the experience of walking barefoot on the grass. This is a wonderful way to connect with earth, and it awakens the light in this chamber. Chamber 11. Flowers carry the essence of divine love, and wherever they are, they radiate light and beauty to raise the frequency in the vicinity. The lesson of this chamber is to acknowledge and honor them for who they truly are. At the same time, mentally thank the fairies who look after them. Chamber 12. All water carries the Christ light and spreads it everywhere. The seas and oceans are vast reservoirs of love and wisdom that help to hold the frequency of the planet high. When you appreciate and honor water, this chamber will radiate pure light. Chamber 13. Within the air is prana, the life-giving breath of Source. It is your connection to God. In recognizing this, you will unlock the door to this chamber. Chamber 14. Fire is a vibrant and powerful element. It can transmute lower energies right down to a cellular level. This chamber opens when you truly honor its transmuting qualities. Chapter 15. Earth is our mother. She provides a veritable cornucopia of delight to nurture us. To awaken this chamber, tune into and be grateful for just how much abundance she offers you. Chamber 16. Like us, animals come from the stars with a soul mission and life purpose. They have incarnated to experience, learn, and teach with the right brain. Understand and respect these amazing beings and see them for who they truly are. I agree with that because I just feel like animals are not respected. Just because they can't communicate the way that we can, they are seen as a lower form of life. And it's really sad. And I feel like, you know, I believe that as we move into a higher frequency, we will love and respect them more and more. Chapter 17. Reptiles incarnate from all over the universe and step down through the spiritual plane of Neptune, carrying their original divine blueprints. Many spread the seventh dimensional energy of Hollow Earth wherever they go. When you look at them with higher perception and honor them, this chamber bursts open. So that's very interesting. Chapter 18. Birds are messengers for angels and are only here to teach, for they have nothing to learn. This chamber is fully awake when you honor them and are aware of their messages. Chapter 19. Marvel at the greenery of nature and the incredible process of photosynthesis that allows leaves to harness sunlight for nourishment and release oxygen. Chamber 20. Rocks and stones are wise keepers of ancient history, and they hold the secrets of the growth of our planet. When you really wonder at them, this chamber opens up. Chapter 21. Crystals are concentrated forms of light that amplify energy, including healing. They gather information, store it, and release it. The doors of this room open wide when you recognize who they truly are and send healing to the place where they have been dug out. Chamber 22. When we live in an amazing and diverse universe, the millions of stars and planets that are all interconnected, all radiating and sharing light. When you accept that each one is impacting on Earth and relevant to your life, this part of the Earth Star chakra magically opens. Chamber 23. Dolphins are the wise ones of the oceans. They are the high priests and priestesses of the water worlds, holding the knowledge and wisdom of the golden era of Atlantis. The information they hold is beyond anything that we can currently understand. Know this and accept the lessons of joy, peace, and higher healing and oneness that dolphins radiate in order to tune in to the lessons of this chamber. Chamber 24. All marine life is serving the oceans in some way. Some spread Christ light, others purify the waters, and a few bring in the knowledge and wisdom of the stars. When you know that each one is fulfilling an amazing purpose, you can tune into the secrets of this chamber. Chamber 25. Every human on earth, by invitation from Lady Gaia. Chamber 25. Every human is on earth by invitation from Lady Gaia. Some are incredibly evolved beings disguised in bodies of flesh. Others are newcomers adjusting to an alien world. Every single one is doing their best in often challenging circumstances. So whatever they are doing or however they appear, accept and honor them all. Chamber 26. This section of the Earth Star chakra lights up when you accept oneness, that everything and everyone is part of God. This includes people and situations that you do not like, but all are learning about love. Chapter 27. The sun represents the divine masculine power in this universe. Next time you see it, consciously thank it and honor it. Chamber 28. The moon represents the divine feminine qualities of this universe. Next time you see it, consciously thank it and honor it. Chamber 29. The pyramids were built by great masters, overseen by archangels. They hold great wisdom and knowledge, especially the 6 cosmic pyramids, those in Egypt, Mexico, Tibet, Mesopotamia, Peru, and Greece. These 6 are cosmic computers, generators, and substations for universal energy. Some have been destroyed physically, but are active in the ether. All are connected to different star systems and are portals for their light. When you understand this, you light up this chamber in your Earth Star chakra. Chamber 30. Mountains are ancient sentient beings. Like all living things, they emit a sound. Isn't that interesting? Some peaks sing high, clear, angelic notes so pure that they radiate harmony over a wide area. At the same time, they purify and raise the frequency. Crystals and gemstones within mountains sing their own songs, and these add to the harmonic range. Honor these rugged crags, for this is the lesson of this chamber. Chamber 31. Forests are known as the lungs of the planet. They are also record keepers and hold and anchor ancient wisdom. They stabilize countries energetically. In addition, they are portals that bring in the light from other stars and planets and store it until we are ready to accept it. Recognize this, and you have learned the lessons of this chamber. Chamber 32. We vibrate on a particular frequency and are surrounded and interspersed by spiritual beings on dozens of other frequencies. The angelic realms and illumined ones vibrate at a faster rate than we do, so they may be beyond our range of sight and hearing. Nevertheless, they are amongst us and they are trying to assist us. This part of your Earth Star chakra awakens when you recognize this and honor the spiritual world and the angelic energy within you. Chamber 33. There are many dimensions beyond the physical, and this chakra fully opens when you accept this. A visualization to build a deep spiritual foundation. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and relax. Focus on your silver Earth Star chakra below your feet. See roots moving down from it to connect deeply to the heart of Lady Gaia. Sense how deeply connected to Earth you are. Draw up the beautiful, gentle, divine feminine energy into your Earth Star chakra. Feel this compassionate, caring, loving energy becoming the foundation for nurturing your spiritual journey. See or sense a fountain of a beautiful spiritual light rising from your Earth Star and moving right up through your chakra system to your stellar gateway. Look up at the stars sparkling in the dark sky and feel their wisdom awaiting you. Sense or listen to the music of the spheres and let their influence seep into you. Focus again on your Earth Star chakra and notice how it has changed. Okay, now we are going to move on to chapter 25, building a solid support system. A solid support system is not just good for your health and your welfare. Feeling safe, secure, and balanced is important for your spiritual life. It is part of the preparation for the golden future, when people everywhere will automatically cooperate to help one another. I agree with that very much, because I feel like when I know for my own self, in my own personal experience, when I don't feel safe and supported by the universe or feel that I'm provided for, I really go into survival mode. And I feel like so many of us are in survival mode, getting up, trying to work every day, trying to just get enough money just to cover bills and food and petrol. And we just don't have time to have compassion for others. We don't have time to go within and look at ourselves and do healing work. It's really only if we make it a priority and carve that time out of our day. And quite often we don't do that until we experience some form of pain, maybe a health problem or a health issue. We go through some depression or anxiety, or we have, or we just have this nagging feeling in our mind where we just keep wanting to find the answers to something, to a question. We don't even always know what it is. We just know we're searching for something. That's how I felt a lot of my life. But I do believe that as we start to raise our vibration and we tune in more to Mother Earth and to the universe, and we are feeling loved and supported and provided for, it will be easier for everybody to be more compassionate and more loving and to do things not just for self-gain all the time. It will be a more loving and caring world. So building a solid support system is definitely very important. So the first part, practical scaffolding. Several things form the practical scaffolding of your days. Your family, friends, and neighbours are your most vital assistants in times of challenge. The new golden age focuses on sharing, caring, and rich relationships. The more you participate in and encourage the creation of local caring community, the safer you feel and the more your base chakra can relax. Forming friendship groups, getting to know your neighbours, and contributing to community togetherness are not just social assets, but also enhance your spiritual growth. Your home life and where you live also have a huge influence on you. The job you do and your work environment affects your sense of satisfaction, and so do your hobbies. Feeling relaxed and good about these areas of your life enables your base chakra to spin freely. In italics it says, your base chakra is the ground floor of your Ascension skyscraper, while your Earth star forms your deep foundation. The base chakra, safe and rooted. Your base chakra is located at the base of your spine. For 10,000 years, the base chakras of humanity have been focusing on keeping people safe by sending out antennae to check that they will survive. They sought reassurance that the family was safe or looked after for employment or shelter. If spun too fast in their efforts to search out danger, people became anxious, or if they moved too slowly, people became depressed. If they tensed up, the base of the spine tightened, and people experienced lower back pain. Now, more and more people are establishing their fifth dimensional base center, which is a beautiful, shining platinum light. Taking care of earthly matters helps to consolidate your base chakra, while spiritual practices enable it to connect smoothly to your Earth star. Your chakras are interconnecting cogs or wheels, so the more effortlessly they work together, the more light can flow through all of your systems. If something does not feel right in your life, this center is stuck. Consider what changes you can make, for your root reflects the practical basis of your incarnation. It is in charge of Archangel Gabriel, and one of his tasks is to help you make clear decisions. If you take one that elevates your life, he will assist you in its fulfillment. In italics it says, your fifth dimensional base chakra seeks balance in your life and high frequency sustenance for you. So good food, pure drinking water, and appropriate exercise helps to solidify and consolidate your energy on every level. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. They underpin all that you do on earth, and they particularly affect your base. Touching the earth, for example, by walking, especially in bare feet, helps to anchor and purify this center. However, if you walk on tarmac or concrete, you cannot draw in the life force of Gaia. Hugging a tree or sitting under it with your back against the trunk immediately soothes and raises the frequency of this chakra. This enables it to relax and spin in rhythm with your other chakras. With the platinum root in place, your back relaxes and energy flows into your feet chakras, which open up to receive support and wisdom from your earth star. Your root also accepts a flow of light from your higher chakras. So I just want to say here, I feel like when I have a morning routine, my life really does flow a lot better. But I just find that by starting off my day right, I tend to make better decisions throughout the day. So sometimes I can be a bit lazy because I love sleeping and I don't want to get up out of bed, especially when it's cold. It's been pretty hot in Australia because we're only just going into autumn, so it's been easier to get up. But when it's winter time and it's dark and it's cold, I just don't want to get up. But the point is that when I'm disciplined and I make myself get up and I do some exercise, and then I'll have like a little meditation and just have some quiet time to myself. It's just so powerful, and I feel like it just helps me to get my day started off right. And then because I've started off the day in a great way, it just helps me to make better decisions throughout my day. My mind is clearer and more focused, and then I'm more motivated to make healthier eating decisions because I, have started off with a clear mind. And, exercising is a great way of detoxing your body. So, yeah, basically, I just wanted to share that I notice the difference of when I wake up early and have a good routine, and when I just sleep in and then kind of wake up at the last minute and then, kind of rush through the day. And especially like if you've got young kids, when you're feeling stressed and you're trying to get them ready for school and doing the school drop off and everything, it's a horrible kind of spiral downwards. If you wake up or you've slept in and you're stressed out, and then you're putting pressure and stress on your kids, and you're getting angry and they're getting angry at you, and it's just a horrible, stressful start to the day. But I find when I wake up early and I do some exercise and I do meditation and I'm just in a calm state of mind, and then I've got time to relax and have my cup of coffee and just do the things that I like to do in the morning, I find I'm more relaxed. And then I'm more relaxed with my girls when we're getting ready in the morning. And if they get up early enough, they have enough time to get ready. And then we can all just kind of chill a bit before we have to leave. And what a difference that makes. I mean, whether you've got kids or not, going off to work, just being in a more calm state of mind really has a good start to the day. So basically my point is that even though you might not always want to get up early, and you can tell yourself, like you might say to yourself, oh, I'm not a morning person, because I told myself that for years. But more recently I've been changing that, and I'm like, no, I am a morning person. I love getting up early because then I have a much more enjoyable start to my day. And so having a little morning routine can be very helpful. If you don't have a morning routine and don't really know where to start, Brice and I have created a 30-day kind of start guide for beginners to exercise, and we kind of give you some journal entry prompts in there. We've got a nice little affirmation for each day for 30 days. And exercise suggestions that you can do that are a part of the Academy. So if you're interested in joining up with the Esoteric Academy, I will have the links below in the description box. And it's a great way to get started. You can join up for a 7-day free trial and just give it a go. And if you love it, that's great. And if you don't, then just cancel before the 7 days is up. And it's just a great way to kind of help you get started and to get into a nice morning routine. And yeah, you will really notice the difference if you do that. Okay, so now we're moving on to planetary and cosmic base chakras. The base chakra of our planet is in Mongolia in China. The cosmic base chakra is Saturn, and the aspect of Saturn that has already ascended is called Quitchi. The capital of our solar system is on Saturn, and it is run by the Council of Nine, which is an advanced group consciousness. There are actually 12 masters of Saturn, but 3 are beyond the reach of our frequency. The Council of Nine helps to administer the spiritual laws of our universe. The following mighty illumined ones are affecting us through our base chakras. Master Marco, who represents the highest galactic federation in our solar system, is helping to bring forward the positive energies of Saturn through the base chakra of humanity. These are qualities such as power, discipline, hard work, and commitment. Also, the ability to deal with change, as well as the responsibilities of wealth and fame. Lord Hilarion is the negotiator for Earth on the Council of Saturn, and he helps us remain true to our spiritual journey. Master Merlin also represents the Council of Saturn. His task is to help humanity foster the discipline needed for magic and alchemy. This will be very much needed as we approach the golden future, when mind control will be developed, not just for magic and alchemy, but also healing and manifestation. The petals or chambers of the base chakra. This chakra only has 2 chambers, and each is dedicated to living in a grounded and balanced way on the planet. To prepare you for ascension, they aim to bring into equilibrium your masculine and feminine energy. As already noted, the planetary consciousness for the last century has made it impossible for anyone to have totally wise, balanced, loving parents. However, you can create your own internal ones, and this will enable you to bring your root chakra fully into the 5th dimension. Just imagine you have a mother who feels safe and independent. She is confident and feels good about herself. She is always loving, nurturing, caring, supportive, kind, and compassionate. And your father feels safe and independent. He too is confident and has good self-worth. He is always strong, protective, supportive, reliable, and proud of you. You can add any other qualities that are important to you. For example, consistency, logic, calmness, or trustworthiness. With these balanced parents in your head, your self-talk brings you into harmony and equilibrium. You feel confident, safe, and trusting, and your base chakra glows platinum. The journey to mastery. Your base chakra is often described as the seat of the soul. Just as your Earth Star chakra works in alignment with your stellar gateway, so your base chakra is connected to your soul star. When your base is fully 5th dimensional, it expands until it encapsulates your soul star. Then the energy of your soul illuminates your base and anchors into it. You can achieve enlightenment and your ascension journey is accelerated. Your platinum base chakra. When your base chakra starts to radiate platinum light, you have total trust in the universe to keep you safe and secure and provide for all your needs. This faith and sense of security enables you to flow with joy and harmony, which in turn attracts good circumstances to you. You take responsibility for your life and apply self-discipline. These are the qualities for mastery and enable you to ascend. You are also able to develop good spiritual practices. As this center becomes more and more radiant, light flows through all your chakras, and this helps you to build your Antakarana bridge to source. You connect the masters of Saturn and receive guidance from those illumined beings. You also become closer to Archangel Gabriel, and he helps you to connect with the sacred wisdom of the dolphins. Dolphins are the wise ones of the planets and keepers of cosmic knowledge. They are the high priests and priestesses of the oceans and help to hold the frequencies of the water high. The Intergalactic Council place the wisdom and knowledge of the golden era of Atlantis into them, and they hold it like a computer. They download it to you when you are ready to receive it. Isn't that just absolutely fascinating? I mean, I've always known that dolphins were special, but wow, to know that they hold the knowledge of Atlantis and they're ready to pass it on to us when we are ready to accept it. That's incredibly special. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel's message. Archangel Gabriel and his twin flame, Archangel Hope, are constantly beaming light into your base chakra to strengthen and sustain you. Allow yourself to receive this. Archangel Gabriel has a message for you. Be on the planet, but not of it. Because your spiritual grounding is also intensely practical, Archangel Gabriel is asking you to be aware of what is happening around you on your personal journey and also in the world. However, do not give energy to anything that does not support your fifth dimensional essence. Enjoy the experiences that life offers you. Make the most of this opportunity, yet always remain connected to your spiritual knowing. Visualization to balance your base chakra. Picture yourself in the pure, high mountains of Mongolia, China, the base chakra of the planet. Your wise mother, like a high priestess, stands in front of you and tells you all the supportive things you need to hear. Then your wise father, like a high priest, tells you all the supportive things you need to hear from him. See yourself standing tall, strong, joyful, and confident. The portal to Saturn and Quichi opens and the Council of Nine address you. What message do they have for you? When you return, take the time to relax and swim in beautiful, clear blue waters with dolphins. Finally, see or sense your base chakra radiating, shining platinum light. So I'm going to leave it there for today because we've definitely gone over an hour. I think the chapter about the Earth star chakra was quite long, going through all of the 33 chambers. But such fascinating information. I really hope that you have enjoyed episode 7 and found it really helpful. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and comment below, and please share this with anybody that you think might be interested in learning about the golden future. I believe that the more that we share this book, this incredible book, with as many people as possible, the more we can plant the seeds and help manifest this and help this to come into reality. Also, Diana Cooper has a YouTube channel for anybody that's interested in following her. She has a beautiful YouTube channel and she shares lots of information and she shares a lot of meditations. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful channel. And I just think the more we share this with people, the more we can share this knowledge and help each other to raise our vibrations and help this planet move into a higher vibration and get us into the fifth dimension. Well, I will speak to you next week. Thank you for joining me. Bye.